Hello, and welcome to another episode of TacoBytes, your Daily Bite of Degen, episode number 705, coming to you from somewhere nowhere, literally nowhere, Virginia. Nothing against Virginia at all, but it is, I am in the smallest of little towns right now, and luckily they have a dealership and they have a hotel. We don't know how well the Wi-Fi is, so we apologize if we're a little choppy at all. But it has been an interesting day of being on the road while following some of the market stuff. There has been some moves today as we've seen Bitcoin hit 70,000, now slipped all the way back down to 66,000. A lot of this has to do with fears people have over the United States government moving some of its supply of Bitcoin. There's been a lot of call outs for the Department of Justice and other departments to within the United States government that have confiscated Bitcoin from illegal actions or other to keep it. Unfortunately, that's just not the way our system is made. It's never been that way, or else, the DOJ would be sitting in huge mansions and houses and driving around in all the best cars. That's why we have these auctions out. Unfortunately, who these people are that are getting the first action of Bitcoin at usually a highly discounted rate are themselves dropping it on the open market. And so it's really interesting to sort of see how this has gone today. We've seen a large crossover. But what has been the RSI is just sort of been a really interesting chart today. I'm seeing, me personally, some positions to possibly go open up some new longs on Bitcoin, and I think that there's some good room there. Always, make decisions wisely. And trust your gut. One of the things that I've always sort of told everyone, if you get into a position to where you're willing to screenshot it, that means it's time to sell it. That is sort of my rule of thumb. And because it's one of those things that, you don't have to sell it all. Keep a little moon bag, keep a little piece and still in the pie, but take profit. Outside of that, we've seen some really interesting things within the Solana ecosystem today, some new announcements on partnerships for Breakpoint. And we're starting to just still continue to see some awesome footage from some great content and great creators coming out of Bitcoin Nashville. So it's really excited to see that. We have one of the big conferences we have coming up later this month is Rare Evo. Super excited to be in Vegas for that. So hopefully we'll be able to see you there. I gotta talk to the team, ask them for like a sign up link. So we can pass that out. So if you're in the Vegas area, or if you are coming to Vegas, you can want to come to Rare Evo. You can get yourself a ticket. So super excited to sort of see what's going on there. And, what I really like about Rare Evo, just not only the guys in the team behind everything there, but originally it's starting off with as a Cardano ecosystem, but now sort of really expanding into a lot of the alternative chains that might not be on everyone's radar because they're just chugging away. They're not doing anything outrageous, but they're providing infrastructure. And what people forget is by providing infrastructure and apps for real life use, that just sort of develops a good push for people to get in. And so a lot of people might be on blockchain and not even know it. That's one of the really cool things there. So we're starting to see some really big movements there. Super excited to see how Token 2049 comes along. We're going to be out there. We're going to be in Korea Blockchain Week. There's just a lot coming up on the radar. So what are you prepared for? What are you going to be doing? Where are you going to be? This is one of those really cool get-togethers of conference sort of seasons where it is almost nonstop. We have VCon, we have ETH Toronto and Futurist Toronto. Then we have Rare Evo, and then there's oh my gosh, there's Deepin coming up on August 8th in New York, and round out with heading outside of the country, heading over to Asia and stuff like that for Korea Blockchain Week, Singapore Token 2049, Solana Breakpoint, and F1. Why not? Who knows what that fuel is going to be for that fire there. But really excited to see what's coming up. Outside of that, not a lot of big things have been moving around on my radar. One of the really cool chains that I've been having to look at for some partnership projects is Root Network. Root has its own chain, but an EVM token initially, and they have some cool partnerships coming out. One of the big partnerships that they have announced is that they're partnering their blockchain with Ripple Labs. And so XRP is actually one of the block rewards. Their token mechanics are quite interesting in the aspect of, they are an APOS, so an authoritative proof of stake. And so by staking token, you can earn different tokens as block rewards, everything from XRP, Asto, Root, and Silo. So some interesting aspects that we're going to be doing some deeper dives on. Obviously, we can't do it too well right now because I don't want to kill my bandwidth because I'm on the tiniest bar of Wi-Fi. So we are going to close it short tonight just because we don't want to risk too much time and possibly losing connection. But one of the things that I really want to stress that I've seen a lot of comments and stuff like that from people today is towards creators and content creators and builders around, supporting meme coins and meme coin ecosystems. Now, I personally am providing liquidity in 35 meme coin projects just on Solana alone. So it's one of those things where I don't necessarily need to have belief in the team, but I have belief in the community. And it's one of those really cool things that we've seen Solana build out so well, or the teams and projects on Solana build out so well. So I'm super excited to sort of see how this goes. But if you're looking for opportunities on how to provide liquidity, try out with like a USDC, USDT pair first. Throw $100 of each, throw $1 of each, throw $100, throw $1,000 of each to sort of see, and you'll see how some might call impermanent loss, but as people are trading towards one side, USDT or USDC, you'll see sort of what that looks like visually, and that will help you sort of understand how the rest of the markets move as a X times Y equals K scenario, the way liquidity pools valuations are built out. So we're really excited to sort of see how this goes. And that's dead. Hopefully we are able to get back on the road tomorrow morning. Dealership opens at 8 a.m. I will be there 7:30 bright and early. But it's going to be a long night, so we're going to get this. Should have been on the road for the last 4 hours, and sort of sad that this has happened. Luckily, I don't have to be in Dallas for a couple days for anything important other than getting into my new home. So with that, we're going to bring this to an end. I want to thank everyone who's joined us, everyone on LinkedIn, Player One Taco YouTube, 0x Degens YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Telegram, Twitter video, Rumble, Kick, on-chain via Unlonely on Base, and on-chain via Soul Media Tech on Solana. Hopefully we'll be getting back into some gameplay as well as some protocol walkthroughs. We probably have hopefully we're on the road halfway through the day. And then, it is a 15-hour, 16-hour drive straight, power through the night and get this through. So we're going to do probably a long haul, talk about nothing and everything under the sun. So next show, would love for you to join us as we use it to help us drive through the night, but sort of talk about all the really cool things that are going on in Web3. One of the people that has disappeared from the timeline for a little while, but has reemerged, is one of our good friends, Leap. And super glad that he is doing well and alive. So great person to follow and learn from. Just his mannerisms in spaces and how he is in real life are awesome. So really excited to sort of see things, how they go. Yeah, another interesting day. So like I said, I feel that there's some good movement on putting some good positions in on Bitcoin longs. I've been wrong on these before, but that's sort of what I'm seeing in the RSI and sort of what I'm just sort of feeling in the overall market vibe and the way these charts are looking. But always leave yourself some good room for there to be a good position for it to drop down as well. And we'll see how that goes. That is what we're going to be doing. And so go long or go home. Have faith in the system. That's all I got to say. But I want to thank everyone for tuning in to TacoBytes, your Daily Bite of Degen, episode number 705. We end every episode the same. If this is your first time joining us, we end with our words of wisdom and the greatest, worst knock-knock joke on the face of the planet. They are always the same. A closed mouth cannot be fed, and you cannot feed a closed mouth, meaning if no one knows you're looking for opportunity can never come a knocking. If opportunity does come knocking and no one answers, it's going to keep on walking. And with that, we end with the greatest knock-knock joke on the face of the planet. All my heart and love out to you, Liam. And it is knock-knock. Who's there?